Hello, I'm Eric Bracht. This video is going to be a really fast one so that I can explain the foundations of what this message is. There are 12 diagrams in all, and they explain the actual meaning of life in a way which fits with the actual fabled meaning of life, insofar as it fixes the world almost immediately and magically. I'm a scientist, so I don't say that lightly. I know I've already lost most of my audience already. So please, if you're into well-being podcasts, if you're a scientist, if you want to understand the entire universe, please hang in there. This is the quick version of it to get you to watch the longer video, which is only an hour and 10 minutes or something. Okay. So this is the actual meaning of life. Love equals energy. I'm going to go through that real fast right now. It gives, though, let me just say, it gives, though, personal 100% well-being or enlightenment immediately to all of the world. It only takes a week for this to happen. This is the unity between science and religion is going to be able to happen easily because of this, and wonderfully because of this. We're going to end up being able to solve fusion and global warming as quick as possible, sooner than we can ever do it, because of this. If we vote for this, if we say that this is who we are, which is actually just 100% true, it just represents love, then this will happen as well. So I'm going to cover first the personal enlightenment thing so that you can see that we're off on the right track. Oh no, I'm not. First I'm going to give you the really quick meaning of life, why that love equals energy is the meaning of life. The diagram's going to be on the side. The idea simply is that we need to expand the word love. When we expand love to mean our environment as well, it starts to become joining, it starts to join with reality. If we include love to mean food, water, air, a comfortable environment, this is like love equals everything that's good for a human being. That's human love. A rabbit needs soft ground to build a shelter inside. So that's part of rabbit love. Plants, all plants, need nutrients in the soil, so that's part of plant love. When we're surrounded by love, everything works. But it's not just our level of life. It's also at a cellular level. Whether it's in a plant or a person, a cell has to be surrounded by the right other things, other cells usually, in order to function and be in this frame of time in the universe, to survive. And even the insides of the cells, the proteins, the cell wall, these are molecules. Also, it's not higgledy-piggledy. They only get formed in the right conditions, and this goes all the way to the quantum mechanical, with particles coming in and out of existence. So everything, the whole universe, is a universe of love, and that's who we are too. So we should be able to thrive here, just like a tree and a plant, right? So why are we not? And it's because of the fear program. This is now the start of the quick path to enlightenment. I call it enlightenment because I did have that experience of what I call liberation and relief. This diagram here explains the sense of it all. We, people who are living in a world of love, basically, are the happy people. And they have all these human attributes like curiosity, motivation, enthusiasm. When we come down here, we're feeling more like a victim. This is just being disheartened. We call it actually depression, and most of society and many individuals are living in here currently. People feeling victimized. But we've had enough human history to know that there's a point where we can have a know thyself moment. And what that represents is a person who's moved from here and realizing they actually live in a world that functions here. When they get here, finally they realize everything is starting to work. And they're happy. That's that sense of liberation and relief. We also have these models available, and ultimately they just explain that the fear program is at fault. But we can change that immediately and teach it really well by adding the word formulate into it, so that it will be fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and formulate. formulates the one that only humans use all the time. That's what separates us from the animals. We think twice. And if we fail, we just say, sorry, I reacted, that's my fault. I'll get back to you when I've processed this stuff. So it's always recoverable. This is the actual KFAG model, which is a model that we install into our heads. KFAG simply stands for kindness, forgiveness, acceptance, and gratitude. That's a process that only needs to take a weekend. It's really easy and fun to do. That's step one. Step two is communication recovery, because most of us aren't blessed with the wonderful communication skills of some. So we simply brush up on this. This is just getting to know the truth. Truth is the top word in a sense, but love is truth. They're the same thing, but love is how we feel truth. When we do things that work, everything starts to work for us. And step three is simply maintenance. This is about getting up in the morning, doing some yoga, recentering ourselves as to who we really are, and getting our lives together. This is a little bit about journaling, which is important too in terms of communication within ourselves. That very small 1, 2, 3 step process is going to lead to a lot of people having this enlightenment experience and feeling like they've found themselves for the first time. Now, this diagram is really important because it explains what's been going on all this time. We've learnt to hurt each other and create automatic weapons and such. People died, many. But at the same time, we've been learning to learn about ourselves. Now we're at this point where we are all connected. We can all decide who we are. See, these people who died, they had nobody to go to. On behalf of their innocent deaths, it's up to us now to lock in love equals energy, which says that we are love in a universe of love. When we do that, everything will change. Ultimately, it's just a case of us transcending our animal origins. But it's not just us as individuals. The biggest companies in the world will prove their faithfulness, if you like, to the human spirit by also adopting this. In fact, they'll be chomping at the bit to be first. This is going to happen. It's going to happen really fast around the whole world. So that's forever a wonderful success after success experience. This will turn out to be seen as just a blip, okay? It feels long because we've had to go, well, we've experienced some of it. This is the reconfiguration of knowledge. When we've gotten rid of all the stuff that we don't understand about ourselves, which is everything to do with consciousness currently, and we replace it with love equals energy, it becomes really simple. We have love equals energy in the middle, that's our identity, surrounded by a way to be, which is that stuff with the KFAG model. Then there's human history, and from that radiates all human knowledge. So this can be done immediately in schools, so that students within the next year or two are going to graduate enlightened, happy, enthusiastic. And soon, because of these big companies, everyone will be able to access all human knowledge in a really simple and easy way. This has to be built next, and this will give us a reason to build it now, because it's going to be beautifully organized. This diagram here shows the disparity between natural wisdom, which is represented by religion, and natural logic, which is represented by science. When we put love equals energy in the middle space here, each one of them will grab it enthusiastically, and that will unify the whole world. The church will change a couple of things that it does. In fact, all places of worship in the world will become open simply on a Sunday for free tea and cakes. Couples can meet couples, singles can meet singles. We'll all be scientists, priests, and artists by this stage. So there'll be no limit to who can go to these places. Everyone will be welcome. This is basically just Jesus' formula in the end. So this will all just work. Now, the last sentence is the important one. Love equals energy. This is why it's the meaning of life, because it's going to deliver all of this almost immediately. And we can trust this path. It is free, scalable, unifying, fully transparent, almost instant, can be communicated using 12 images alone, and is fully in accord with all human knowledge. And there are no other paths to getting this done. See, the intellect has tried to make a society where this is all happening, but it's not. It's failing quite badly right now. We need to simply reconnect, bring the scientists back from their 350-year hero's journey and reconnect them back to the heart. When that happens, everything goes perfectly for humanity. Okay, go and watch the longer video, and if you can help me, if you have a podcast or anything like that, or you can promote this stuff on your own, please go ahead and do so. Thank you.